Forensic specialist Dexter Morgan is a blood spatter expert, meticulously studying bloody crime scenes to discover how and why a murder happened.
This guy knew how to use a blade.
In real life, blood spatter analysts like Dexter put this same remarkable skill into practice every day. Here is the story of a real murder that took place far from Miami, but in which the blood evidence was crucial to convicting the killer.
In January of 2001, I received a call to respond to an apartment complex here in the city of Anaheim regarding a murder.
A friend of the victim came looking for him. When he went inside, he discovered that somebody, he didn't even know if it was the victim, was covered underneath a comforter, and there was blood in the apartment.
When Anaheim police arrived, they discovered a gruesome scene.
There was a lot of blood spattered on the floor, on the furniture.
The room was in disarray. There was broken glass from a coffee table.
The victim was lying on the floor, covered in a blanket, and there was blood around that also.
Detective Kazako stepped outside the apartment to interview the friend about the victim.
He lived alone in this one-bedroom apartment, educating himself, trying to better his life, going to school to become a mechanic, and also working.
The friend also revealed that he had phoned the victim around the time of the murder.
The victim actually was speaking to his friend on the phone and said, "I'll call you back, somebody's over," and mentioned the person's name.
Knowing that the murder occurred shortly after that phone call, the police set about to discover what might have happened between the unidentified visitor and his unsuspecting host. Jim Conley's investigation began in the dining room where the body was found.
There was a lot of bloodstains around the victim. Some of them were straight down drops that appeared that somebody had been moving around in the dining room area. In addition, near the victim's feet, there was a volume of blood. And that stain there matches the stain that we found underneath his head.
The victim was also discovered with a pair of broken shoelaces around his neck.
Visible on his neck were ligature marks. These are marks that are caused when someone's strangled with some sort of rope or scarf and things.
Next, Conley examined the bloody sofa area.
We noticed one particular stain that was located at the end of the gray sofa. That was an arterial spurt. Arterial spurting is when an artery is breached. Body has blood pressure, and it comes out just like a hole in a garden goes. On the wall of the couch, there is a linear pattern, and that is very consistent with an up and down movement of a hand.
On the sofa, there were tears, but they had an unusual V shape to them.
The coffee table had glass partitions in it, and the center partition of this was completely shattered out.
On the floor next to the coffee table, Conley noticed a bloody outline in a familiar shape.
It looks just like a pair of scissors.
Finally, by the front door, Conley noted one more distinct pattern.
It was a cast-off pattern. Cast-off is if an object is moving so fast that the blood is pulled off of the object by centrifugal force. The drops made a perfect arch across the wall in the dining room.
Conley's complete diagram of the blood evidence started to reveal the murder scenario to him.
You have to try and put the pieces together, and then you get a pretty good idea of what's going on. The starting point I focused on was